이 영과 혼을 소중히 여긴다는 것은 사람을 수단으로 삼지 않겠다. 사람을 목적으로 삼겠다. 한 사람 한 사람이 행복이 쌓여가는 그런 일을 하는 수단이 바로 애터미라는 거다 하는 겁니다. 생각을 어떻게 하느냐에 따라 가지고 그 사람의 삶이 바뀌게 된다 하는 겁니다. 내 미래의 모습을 누가 창조해내야 되냐면 내가 창조해내야 되는 거예요. 여러분들이 그려내야 돼요. 그걸 어떤 것을 그리느냐에 따라 가지고 달라지게 된다 하는 거예요. 이거를 그려가지고 어디에 서 있어야 되냐면은 그려진 미래의 나의 모습 위에 서 있어야 돼요. 그게 믿음에 굳게 서는 거예요. 생각은 저 위에 있지만은 우리의 자세는, 허리는 한없이 낮아져요. 우리의 모든 행동 양식의 기본은 낮아지는 데 있습니다. 겸손히 섬기는 게 굉장히 중요합니다. 우리가 일하는 것은 다 겸손히 섬기는 거예요.
A company that has established with keeping fundamental principles. A company expanding out to the world with the principles. A company that grows with the consumers and shares selflessly. We are Atomy. Atomy has continued to grow since its establishment in 2009, has reached global sales of $1.3 billion, also accumulated 6 million members. Beyond the satisfaction of the members, Atomy's #1 goal is customer success. Atomy's efforts do not cease even today. Providing high-quality products at an affordable price. Atomy's competitive edge lies in the nature of distribution itself. Atomy strives for providing absolute quality products at an absolute price. These are the values that Atomy has practiced from its beginning. In all of Atomy's products, including health foods, beauty cares, living, food and beverage, fashion, and household appliances, filled with the philosophy of absolute quality and absolute price. This Atomy's philosophy makes Total trusted brand, which reformed Atomy as a consumer curator. Hemohim has recorded the #1 best-selling single item in direct selling industry for 5 consecutive years. Atomy's Absolute Skincare has also become one of the best-selling products, which has exceeded the $254 million of total sales within 3 years of its launch. The Fame, which has been renewed with Atomy's advanced ingredients and technology, is also loved by the consumers as it encompasses Atomy's product philosophy as well. Starting with the United States in 2010, Atomy has launched 13 branches in regions of Americas, Asia, Oceania, and Europe. Atomy is a global company that has 6 million members worldwide. With its constant annual growth, in 2019, Atomy received the $100 million Export Tower. There are also more than 2,000 seminars held worldwide annually. In these communication platforms are actively performing to find possibility of Atomy's member success. Atomy continues to prepare for its launch overseas to countries like China, India, the UK, Germany, Brazil, and Colombia. By sourcing products globally according to Atomy's absolute quality, absolute price strategy, and by distributing them through Atomy's global network, Atomy is implementing its GSGS, Global Sourcing, Global Sales strategy. Atomy Park, located in Gongju City, Chungnam Province, is designed according to Atomy's unique work culture to form a team flexibly according to characteristics of each project. It is also designed to balancing the work and personal life to maximize the creativity of employees and to help the success of the members with various seminars and workshops. Atomy Park will become a home for all Atomians throughout the world. Atomy's success system that the company directly hosts the seminars and allows anyone to succeed regardless of one's personal abilities is the engine for its growth. Atomy keeps supporting partner companies to just focus on the quality of the products by paying in cash within 1 week of delivery and providing a mutual quality control system. All of such supports foster a healthy cycle of accompanied growth. Charity is must-do mission for every company. In order to improve the quality of life of the society members, Atomy as a company practices sharing along with its employees, partners, and members. Wherever needs help, Atomy global branches become one to conduct the charity and sharing to pursuit of everyone's happiness. A company that adheres to its principles to create a new culture of distribution. A company that is trusted by the world as it expands globally. A company that dreams of the customer success beyond customer satisfaction. A company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Many people are wishing me a happy new year. From amongst the leaders that came up here on stage, there's one person who is truly blessed. If you're in the Crown Club, that's $400,000 a year. But do you know what this person said behind me? President Park, I'm already 30 years old. I'm so sad. I'm so depressed. That's what she said. Sunhwa, why don't you stand up? You may sit down. She started this business when she was in her early 20s. She followed her mother, and now she has a net worth of $400,000 a year, having just turned 30 years old. I think it is a true blessing to become rich when you're still so young. It's better than becoming rich after you've become old. I think as people get older, financial stability becomes truly important. If you can become successful that young, then you will have more time to enjoy that success. In Atomy, one can pass down their membership code down to 3 generations. You'll be able to pass down your code to your children and to your grandchildren. I tell our young leaders, why don't you just receive the code from your parents? No, President Park. My parents said that they plan to live until they are 100 years old. That means I will receive the code when I am 70 years old. So they say that it is better that they just start now. That is why many young people are joining this business. As I mentioned, many people wish me great blessings for the new year. But what does that mean? What does it mean to be blessed? All of you have come to a truly blessed place. Many people think that the Atomy business is finished because there are 3 million members in Korea and 7 million members overseas. But I honestly think it's just the beginning. Now is the right time to truly join Atomy. Go outside and ask people on the street if they know about Atomy. Try asking people on the street, do you know Atomy? There are still many people who don't know Atomy. As of now, less than 10% of Korea's population have become Atomy members. And hundreds and thousands of those members have gained success. There are still 90% of the Korean population left. There are still many people left who are not members for all of you to become successful. Actually, in the beginning of Atomy, there was this one type of person. We were filling in that person's membership code in the system. At about that time, our computer system was completed. This one member said that he was too late to join Atomy. He was actually number 50. Yeah. I said, how am I supposed to be successful with this number? You should give me a number at least within the first 10 numbers. It took Atomy a full year to have more than 1,000 membership codes. Yeah. Today, we have thousands of new members every day. In the beginning of Atomy, it took a full year to have 1,000 members. Crown Master Lim, I think, is code number 979. A full year had passed since we started Atomy. Imagine how slow our progress was in the beginning. So, if a person had started a year previously and had 1,000 partners under him, he was doing better than the average contractor. He just had to know that the company was doing well. But at about the 1,000th member, that one member said again, "It's too late." I said, "It's not that late. You can start now. There are already 1,000 members. There's no room left." That same person said the same thing on our 10,000th member. And again on a 100,000th member. I should have started when there were only 10,000 members. When Atomy grew to 1 million members, he regretted for not joining again. That person's membership code eventually died. That was it. Some people always say it's too late. But really, it's never too late. Amongst Atomy members, there are only about 10% that are active members. Even from amongst all of you who are sitting here during the new year, I think there would be only about 10% that would put everything into Atomy. Only about 10% would give everything that they have. Most people, I think, just came here without much thought. That is why there are still plenty of opportunities to reach people. There's still lots of room left in this business. Since it's the first seminar of the new year, I just want to tell all of you to look at the Atomy business from the perspective that it's not too late at all, especially in Atomy. You can do business here, just as if you had code number 1. Let me explain the marketing plan to you guys. After a while, the rate of increase of your compensation will flatten out. The maximum amount is about $100,000 a month. After that, your compensation will not go up that much. That means, even if you joined 10 years late in the business, in the end, everyone will meet at the top. That's why you don't even have to start today. Even if you don't start today, and you start 10 years later, you can start your business under the same conditions. There will be a little bit of difference, of course. Maybe the person beside you who starts today will have $100,000 per month income after 10 years. Maybe you will only have started then, and it'll take you a long time. That's the only real difference. Just tell other people and go ahead. Tell them you'll join 5 or 10 years later. It's still the same. There will be no difference. Maybe it might even be better if you join 10 years later. Why would that be? What was it like when Atomy first started out? Today, we have this amazing building here, right? We have an auditorium. But 10 years ago, when we first started out, we had to pay rent for our office. At the time, we had an office space of about 400 square meters. The president's room, the company office rooms, storage, and Seoul Center were all in that space. I would eat $2 meals with Seoul Center members. In the beginning, we had our office name printed out on A4 paper. That's how our company started out. It was very difficult to do business there. Very difficult. You might be feeling envious of the people that started early. Let me tell you a story. At the time, a member had brought a guest to our office in Seoul. I think that guest was dragged there by the member. The member kept telling her to meet me. She was very well dressed when she came into my office. She wore high heels and had very fancy hair. Yeah. I started explaining about our company. Then she said, "Are you the president? Do you know what kind of job I have? My office is in a high-rise building, and our company building has rotating doors. Now, you're asking me to join your business here?" Then she turned around and left the room. Her high heels were like 8 centimeters long. I can still hear the sound of her heels just ringing in my ears. They were red shoes. And that member who had brought her guest was so embarrassed. "President Park, I'm so sorry." But honestly, I was more sorry to that member than she was to me. Imagine how difficult it must have been for her to bring that guest. But our company was so poor at the time. I was so sad that our members were being looked down upon. I remember my heart hurting for a long time after thinking such thoughts. Even under such harsh circumstances, the members that had joined during that time have become successful people today. It wasn't just an easy journey. However, the one common thing that everyone said was, "Atomy is easier than any other work I've done in the past." That is why, if you want to join today, you will be able to engage in this business in a more favorable condition than any of your predecessors. Honestly, as you do this business, you will realize that this business is actually not that difficult. That is because Atomy has excellent and affordable products. It is easy to have the consumers repurchase our products. If you keep introducing Atomy's products to your acquaintances, they will keep buying the products. Because there is no harm done to them by buying Atomy's products, right? If not, you must have treated your friends horribly in the past. If your friends don't want to buy from you, then you need to reflect upon your life and see what went wrong. But if you look around your life, there are many people that wish you the best, right? Most people will think, well, it doesn't really hurt me at all. If it helps out that person make an income, then sure, I'll buy it from them. Just remember this when you're doing your business. Why then do people say this business is difficult? That is because they're not used to it. And they like to think like the following. Beginners think that just by telling someone one time that they're going to buy from them. Think about it. Do basketball players make 100% of their free throws? Let's say a basketball player misses a free throw. Is it reasonable for that basketball player to say, I quit. I'm not very good at this. Even basketball players can't make that many in the basket. What about baseball players? How well can they bat? Even good batters will miss 2 before hitting 1. This is the attitude of true professionals. So, when you're talking to others, just freely talk to them. Some won't listen to you, and that's okay. But just keep on talking, and some of the people you talk to will think. Do you know how beginners think? They will just keep thinking if the other person will join or not. And then they wake up one day and say, this is too difficult. They haven't done anything yet, and they say it's difficult. Professionals do not overthink too much. They just start talking, regardless of the responses. They just keep talking. They keep talking, and they don't stop. Then those who will listen, right? Should I really use those products or not? Should I go to the seminar or not? They start to wonder. A pro will just relax and let the others worry about it. They just talk to whoever they run into. It all depends on the listener's response. This is called the law of own mind. Who is it up to, whether they will listen or not? It's up to the listener. But whose responsibility is it to tell others? That's up to you. That is why all you have to do is talk to people. Among the listeners, there will be those who listen and those who don't listen. Every single person in the world does not have to listen for you to succeed. If only half of those you talk to will join, then you will succeed. Even if 10% will join, you will still succeed. If you talk to 10 people, then at least one person will listen, right? With that kind of attitude, you should just start talking to people. And since this is not something that will bring harm to anyone else, it's okay if people say they won't do it. You can just take revenge later. Yeah. How? By making $100,000 a month 10 years later. Then you show up a few years later with a driver and tell your friend you will buy them a nice meal. There's nothing sweeter than this type of revenge. Do you think that friend will then listen to you? Of course they will listen to you. Remember, the only difference is when you start. I would like to sincerely welcome everyone who is here in this seminar, and that concludes my lecture. Thank you.
Hello, Atomians! Parang maraming natutulog na yata kasi 2 o'clock na. I'm Diamond Master Billy Salud. Nandito po ako ngayon sa inyong harapan na mag-i-introduce ng ating product na ginagamit natin pang araw-araw at ini-introduce natin sa ating mga kakilala. Mayroon po tayong 5 categories. Ano po yung mga yan? Health, beauty, home, personal care, and food. At mayroon po tayong slogan na absolute quality, absolute price. Siya po ay isang mataas na kalidad at mataas na at mababang presyo. At meron po tayo dito sa snapshot na ang Atomy product is ma-order natin sa meron tayong online shopping mall. Ano po yung mga yan? Nandyan. Pagka po nag-online tayo, kailangan i-login po natin sa Philippines. Next. Mayroon po tayong concept behind Atomy products. At nagmula po ito sa dalawang salita. Mass means sa product na mas mababang presyo na pangmasa. Then prestige ay mataas na kalidad. Home-featured products. Mayroon po tayong Atomy Probiotics, Hong Samdan, and Purity. Probiotics is a special combination of 13 kinds of mixed probiotics and 3 billion probiotics. At ito po, what are probiotics? Ito po yung live bacteria, meron 90% na live bacteria sa ating katawan pala. So, kailangan po natin na iti-take natin na yung dapat lang. Ito, intestinal epithelium. Alam niyo po yung ginagamit nila sa, sinong kumakain po dito ng goto? Goto? Ayan. Nakikita niyo po yan? Ganyan po yung ating epithelium intestinal. At yung mga helpful bacteria at saka yung bad bacteria, nandyan po dumadaan sa inner epithelium. At yan po, pagka po gumakain tayo, dyan po lumalabas yun at dumadaan yung mga kinakain natin. Then, the effects of lactobacillus in activation of intestinal function. Lactobacillus is a microorganism that plays a helpful role in intestinal environment, arrival in intestine. Ang lactobacillus ay nakatira sa mucous membrane na nagpo-produce po ng lactic acid. It makes an intestinal environment acid. Yung pong harmful bacteria, hindi po yung tumatagal sa dito sa intestine natin. Pero, yung pong good bacteria, siya naman po, kabaliktaran, dumadami po para po magiging health ang ating intestine. Tapos, function of probiotics, acknowledged by KFDA. Ito po yung nag-i-increase yung helpful lactobacilli. Ito yung nire-restrain natin yung harmful bacteria and then small bowel activity. Then symbiosis. Various lactobacilli and harmful bacteria coexist between the stomach and intestines. In case of healthy children, more than 90%. Sa mga bata, mataas pa po yung bacteria na excreta are bifidobacteria kasi mga bata pa po sila. Pero habang nagkakaedad, siyempre yung mga kinakain natin, nagkakaroon na ng medyo paunti-unti nang nasisira yung sa intestine natin. So, meron din tayong dysbiosis. Ano po yan? Nagkakaroon na ng imbalance yung ating intestine. Kasi yung mga kinakain natin, hindi na nagpapantay yung nakakain natin. At saka yung harmful bacteria, may mga mas nadadagdagan pa dahil nagkakaedad. Ano yung mga nakukuha natin? Obesity, inflammatory bowel diseases. The digestive health. Habi nga, ang pinakamalaking part ng katawan natin is stomach. Tapos, ang pagka nakikita, nakakaramdam na tayo ng bad breath, bloating, uncomfortable bloating, painful cramps, too much gas, bowels, irritation bowels, diarrhea, stubborn, yan na po yung nagsisimula na po yung mga sakit-sakit sa atin. Kasi po, pagka nagkaroon na po tayo ng mga sakit like yung mga arthritis, diabetes, bronchitis, yan na po nagsisimula yung mga sakit. Sino yung mga tinatamaan ngayon? Karamihan po yung mga nagkakaedad. Marami po pa ditong mataas ng edad? Mga senior? Wala pa. Very good. Kung wala pa. Gumising na po kayo. Kasi baka mamaya yung sabihin ko dito, kayo na pala yun. Yung mga nararamdaman natin. Kaya 30 minutes lang. Malapit na. 90% pala sa ating katawan ay made up of bacteria. Ang dami, yung live bacteria. And there are trillions of them living inside us. Most are located in our gut. Dito po naggagaling. Kasi yung mga kinakain natin, mga improper na, mga pinapasok natin dito natin nakukuha. Kasi lalo yung mga kinakain natin na hindi maganda. Yung may mga matitigas, ganyan, di katulad sa mga bata. Problem start when the bad bacteria begins to outnumber the good. Yung natatalo na ng good bacteria, yung harmful bacteria natatalo na ng helpful bacteria. Ito na po. Ano po yung 5 signs? Digestive issues. Ayan na. Bloating, gas, cramps, diarrhea, constipation. Dito naman sa weak in immunity, yung hindi na nawawalan ng sipon, ubo, allergies. Kung mayroon kayong mga allergies dyan, baka sabihin nyo, ay ako na yata yan. Diba? Tapos yung laging tumutulo yung ilong natin. Yan yung sinus congestion. Mental illness, depression, brain, irritability. Yung kinakausap mo ba? Tapos, hindi naman siya, kasi sabi ng iba, pag ang supla-supla din, parang dadatnan na yata siya. Pero hindi. Kasi nga, mayroon na pala siyang sign. Tapos, sa medication use, antibiotics, kunting ubo, umiinom ng antibiotics. Then, anti-inflammatories, birth control. Sino po yung mga gumagamit ng birth control? Meron palang side effect yun. Kailangan mag-rhythm na po kayo. At para wala tayong ramdaman na ganitong mga 5 signs. Skin problem, yung mga may tagyawat, blemishes, dryness, psoriasis, rosacea, and eczema. Dito naman, ano naman ang nakakasira sa ating gut? Meron dyan yung diet lacking in a variety of different whole foods. Tapos yung mga lack of probiotics in diet. Kailangan, yung kakainin na natin yung mga dapat. Yung mga umiinom ng mga alak madalas. Yung antibiotic use. Lack of irregular physical activity. Kulang na tayo sa exercise. Then, yung mga naninigarilyo, marami ba rito? Wala daw. O sige. Getting enough sleep. Walang umaamin. Pero alam ko, mayroon magtatago mamaya dyan sa likod kasi maninigarilyo. Too much stress. Kasi nga, pag wala po tayong pera, anong ginagawa natin? Stress. Yan ang malakas makapag dagdag ng stress, magdagdag ng sakit sa atin. Meron naman palang pwedeng kainin natin para mag-improve naman. Hindi laging yung sakit. Kailangan po natin eat more prebiotics foods. Ano po yung mga yan? Banana, onions, legumes, asparagus, and oats. And then consume more probiotics. Yogurt, kimchi. Yung kimchi pala, maganda rin pala yan para sa yung sa cancer, na search ko rin yan, para i-prevent pala yung cancer. So maganda pala. Kaya tayo, kahit maanghang, kumain tayo ng kimchi. Sino hindi kumakain? Dahil maanghang. Ako. Make time for quality sleep. Kailangan daw po natin 8 hours ang itulog natin. Nagagawa ba natin yan? Hindi. Kasi, umbis na itulog mo, nagtitinda ka o nagsishare ka para lumaki yung grupo natin. Reduce stress and eat foods rich in polyphenols. Ano po yung mga yan? Like blueberries, red wine, dark chocolate, and green tea. Yung red wine, hindi po pwede yung red horse, red wine lang. Tama? At saka po, pagka po sobra, lahat ng sobra is nakakasama. Oo, alam nila yon. Next, why choose Atomy Probiotic Plus? Ito po, 13 newly developed lactobacilli for all ages and gender. Yung pong Bifidobacterium bifidum can be found in breast milk. Bakit? Yung pong mga nanganganak di ba, mas maganda po yung normal delivery kasi nakukuha po natin yung ina-advise sa doktor na hindi nila pwedeng pagatasin sa bottle feeding. Kailangan tinitrain yung mga nanay kasi nandoon nakukuha yung kulos, Oy, yun na nga yun. Sinabi nyo na, di ba? Okay. Oo, yan. Oo. Masaya, no? Kasi ayaw nilang magkaroon ng, di ba nga? Did you know that our Atomy probiotics support the growth of beneficial bacteria? Restrain the harmful bacteria. Nire-restrain niya yan kasi sinabi nga niya na our body is made up of 90% bacteria. Kaya imuinom po tayo ng probiotics. 3 billion lactobacilli were taken per sachet. So, inom ba tayo ng probiotics? Yes. Mura lang yan. Meron pa tayong mga 13 types of probiotics para maging healthy yung ating intestine. Ano po yung mga yan? Apples, bananas, and strawberries. Dito, marami dito sa Baguio yung strawberries. Pero sa amin, pagdating doon, lusaw na. Saan kami? Kasi sa Malasiki kami. Magbaba, hindi na masyadong fresh. Atomy probiotics recommended for. Ito na. Sino daw yung mga dapat na uminom nito? Intestinal health, yung mga bad breath, children and youth, stronger immune. Tapos yung mga madalas daw na nakaupo. Yun mga na nasa opisina palagi, kailangan po natin yan. Kasi po, pagka yung bad breath pala, at pagka kinuha mo sa propolis natin, at hindi naman nagagamot, ay nako, magpatingin na kayo sa doktor. Kasi pagka hindi mo gumagaling, kailangan na nating uminom ng probiotics. Hong Samdan. Ito po yung Korean red ginseng, spherical granule. Andoon po sa likod kanina, nakita nyo ba yon? Nandoon. Ito po is 100% Korean red ginseng. Ang binibigay palang benefits nito is a health product that enhance immunity, support fatigue resistance, improves memory function, and it is an effective antioxidant. Alam niyo po, umiinom ba kayo nito? Kasi ako mismo, 5 days pa lang akong mga 1 week. Dati hindi ako makapaglaban, nalalambot ako. Pero nung umiinom na ako nito, naku, ang galing-galing. Kahit ikot na ako ng ikot, wala akong nararamdaman. Grabe. At isa pa po, yung mga irregular yung bowel system nila, maganda po ito. Iinom ako ng 5 o'clock. Yung 5 o'clock na yan, 6 o'clock, nandoon ako. Bukod pa doon, mayroon pang after meal, pupunta ako uli. Pero dati, problema ko yan. 3 days, 2 days, hindi ako pupunta ng CR. Simula nung nakilala ko ang Atomy, grabe ang naitulong sa aking health. Ayan, 100%, 4 years old red ginseng. Mayroon po siyang, sa isang sachet, mayroon po siyang 70% red ginseng roots and 30% red ginseng hair. Yan po. Nasabi ko na rin yan kanina sa, pinopromote niya yung blood circulation, improves memory function. Yung mga medyo mayroon ng Alzheimer dito, mag-start na ng uminom ng Sanghamdan. Baliktad na, no? Pinapatawa ko lang kayo kasi may mga natutulog pa eh. Yes! Di ba? Okay, next. At itong product na ito, patented daw, hindi po pwedeng gayahin ng iba. So, maganda ba o maganda? Yes. Meron tayong pangatlo, pure tea. Ang pure tea is the China's top 10 famous tea. Ano po yung mga yan? Special type of aged and fermented tea named after the pure region in human China. Ito po, ginagamit po nila ito kasi di ba yung mga Chinese, mahilig silang, yung magprito-prito ba, yung gano'n, no? Alam niyo yon, yung nagpiprito, ginaganon-ganon yung ano nila, yung pagkain. Kaya po, mahilig sila sa pure tea. And then, minamanufacture ito, ang process niya, ito, hinaharvest harvest ng green, tapos pinapatuyo, tsaka ganyan fermentation, extract, then powder. So, ang ingredients niya of pure tea is gallic acid, one of the polyphenol component of catechins, a key component to reduce excessive fat in the body. Kasi nga, yung mga matataba, para mai-dispose niya yung taba. Kaya, may matataba ba rito na gusto mag-reduce? Yan ang inumin natin. Para po, mangayayat tayo at makapagsuot tayo ng mga sexy na damit. Gusto ba? Yan. Ayan po. Ang key ingredients of pure tea is gallic acid. Sabi nga, pure tea extract 1 grams is equivalent to 34 cups of regular pure tea. Ang layo, ano? Tama nga yung sabi nga ni CEO. Talagang ang produkto natin, talagang mataas ang kalidad. Tama? Yan. Paanong pag-inom naman? Yung 500 ml, lalagyan lang natin ng isang stick sa hot water or warm or room temperature water to enjoy. Tapos, Atomy pure tea suitable for relieve discomfort caused by a heavy meal. Yung mga kumain na parang hindi ako matunawan like that, di ba? Pwede tayong uminom noon. Kasi yung iba pag lalo na, di ba? Kung yung kakain tayo, di ba pagka kumain, anong ginagawa? Lalo na pagka yung naka-buffet. Sandok ng sandok yan, di ba? Pagkatapos kumain, anong nangyari? Busog na busog ako. Ganyan, di ba? Busog na busog kasi nga, buffet, di ba? So, kailangan natin yon. Then, those who want to help in digestion, those who want to adjustment their body constitution. At ang precaution naman nito, avoid this product if you are allergic. Pagka daw allergic kayo, huwag basta-basta, i-consult muna sa doktor. Then, if you are pregnant, consult also your doctor. Then, this product contains caffeine. which may cause nervosis and insomnia. So, hindi kayo basta-basta iinom to pag mayroon kayong, kasi mayroon caffeine. Do not consume this product pagka na-expired na. Tama? Yan. Actually, pagka pala nasa harapan ka at gusto mong kumapal ang bulsa, kailangan wag pakapal ka ng mukha. Tama? Oh, maraming salamat po.
Here is the rule. I'll be asking you, pag sinabi ko pong ayos ba, ang sagot nyo po, ayos na ayos. You know what's hard in speaking in front? Pag tinulugan ka ng listener. Kaya, para hindi kayo matulog, tatanungin ko kayo kung ayos ba? Ayos! Iyon! Ganyan tayo. Okay? Let's talk about money. Pera. Sino pong ayaw ng pera? Sino ang ayaw ng pera? Okay? It's part of the system. When you use Atomy products, there is something for you in a form of commission. Gusto ko man hindi sabihin sa inyo, but I will be remiss in my job as in telling you the goodness of the company. Okay? Since we have a limited time, I'll go straight ahead because I'm only given around 25 minutes. Okay. This is the principle in Atomy, okay? The well-balanced righteous compensation plan shows the company's vision for success of all Atomy members. Okay, saan ka nakakita ng kumpanya na ang pangarap niya sa'yo, maging successful ka? May mga kumpanya, they find ways. Hindi mo alam kung magkakatotoo. They are presently finding it. Who knows? Kailan darating yun? But the company wants you to become successful. Saan ka nakakita ng ganyan? Okay, next. Kailangan maging member ka muna. You cannot become a member if nobody told you. Kailangan may sponsor na nagsabi sa'yo. Pag wala pong nagsabi sa'yo at nagme-member ka lang, wala kang dudugtungan sa lineage, you cannot be a member. You have to have a sponsor. May nagsabi sa'yo, merong ID number na ibibigay and then you will be registered. Okay, next. What are the requirements? Kailangan po meron kayong birth registration number or yung birth certificate na nandun yung birth registration lang. Hindi po namin kukunin yung birth certificate nyo. Kukunin natin yung birth registration number. Or, if you don't have the birth certificate, you can use your TIN, tax identification number, which is contained doon sa TIN card. And then number 3, kung wala kayong TIN card, but meron kayong ID na merong TIN, that will do. Pwede yun. Of course, you must be 18 years old and above. Okay? Kung 17 years old pa lang yung anak nyo, hintayin nyo lang mag-18, pwede na siya. Okay, next. Here's one good thing. At first, I love the company because we have 0 membership fee. Wala po kayong babayaran sa mga members. Nung mag-register kayo, nasingil ba kayo? Wala. Pag may naningil kayo, sabihin niyo po sa amin. Ipapakulong natin. Kasi yan yung trabaho namin. No membership fee, no registration fee, no monthly fees. Wala po tayong quota. You are not forced to buy against your will na pupwersahin ka na dapat bumili kang ganito kasi kailangan bumili ka worth 10,000. Wala po tayong quota. Wala tayong website usage na kapag nag-login ka, magbabayad ka dahil ginamit mo yung website. Wala pong gano'n. Walang automatic reordering. Yung pag umorder ka, kailangan next month umorder ka ulit. At wala tayong auto-ship. Yung automatic, dumarating yung sa'yo, product as papayaran mo, yari ka dyan. Kung meron kang company na makikita na palaging wala, Atomy yun. Walang quota, walang registration, walang annual fee, walang website fee, walang auto-ship, walang... Saan ka pa? Okay, next. Nabanggit na po kanina ito. All of the products are found in the website. Now, if you register, you have a website of your own. Get po? Meron kang isang online shopping mall na sa'yo. This is yours. Meron siyang pangalan dun sa taas, and then makikita yung mga products. If you will tell your friends to buy in your mall, you will earn. Tama? Meron kang tindahan na global. Sasabihin mo sa kanila, bumili kayo rito, mag-member din kayo. Magiging sponsor ka ngayon. Di ba ikaw ang nagsabi sa kanila eh? Sponsor ka, member siya. Mamaya makikita nyo paano kikita. Okay. So all the products, meron pong point value. Say for example, itong sikat na Omega, this is 1,200, 180 soft gel, roughly mga 8 pesos per soft gel, 8,300 points. Yung sikat na pinag-uusapan natin na Hemohit, 46,000 points. Ano ang silbi o what's the use of the points? Papasok na po tayo ngayon sa compensation plan. Okay. So when you register, say for example, ikaw nag-register ka, may nagsabi sa iyo yung nasa taas sponsor mo yon. Okay. Then you tell people, sinasabihan mo yung mga kakilala mo because you are building a group of consumers. Sabi ni Sir Ronald kanina, napakaganda nung nangyari sa kanya, kaya niya sinasabi. Meron ngayong nakapakinig. Sabi niya, Sir Ronald, paano naman ako makabili nung tinip mo? Kailangan mag-member ka. Pag bumibili itong taong ito, nagkakaroon siya ng points. When we say PB, yun po yung sinasabi nating point value. Pag ikaw ang bumibili, personal point value. Ikaw yun eh. Point mo yun. Kapag dumami na yung sinabihan mo, ang system po natin is binary. We have two legs. We have two legs. The left and the right. Ayos ba? Nawala na tayo. Ayos ba? Yun. Okay. Meron kang sinabihan na mga friends mo na bibili din. Now, when you buy products, nagkakaroon ka ng personal points. Okay? I believe gumagamit ka nito. Toothpaste. I believe you cannot use toothpaste without toothbrush. So if you change your brand at itong binili mo, nakaka-points ka. Sa kakabili mo, pag umabot yung points mo na 10,000 points, at bumibili din itong mga taong ito, say for example, umabot na ng 100,000 points, 100,000 points, may 50,000 points, and then 50,000 points, or a total of, as a group, silang lahat, umabot ng 300,000 points. This is now called group PB or the group points. Yung points mo is personal points. Itong maraming tao na sinabihan mo, group points. Say for example, it happened also on the right leg, nagkaroon din ng 300,000 points. This time, you will earn. Ito na po yung sinasabi, magkakaroon ka na ng komisyon. Pero ang commission mo is initially 800 pesos which will be deposited to your BDO or UCPB ATM by only using the product. Tama? Ginamit mo, nagka-points ka, sinabi mo sa iba, gumamit sila, nagka-points, nagka-group points, you earn. Tama? Kahit hindi ito ang gamitin mo, at the end of the day, bibili ka rin ng toothpaste. Na-taste mo hindi mag-toothbrush. Ito lang ang palagi ko sinasabi pag hindi ka nag-toothbrush. Give others a chance to live. Bigyan mo naman chance silang mabuhay. Bakit? Pag nagsalita ka, patay sila eh. Ang baho eh. Toothbrush ka naman. Buy Atomy products. Okay. Ayos ba? Ayos! Right. Then you continuously buy the products. Ito pong personal PB mo ngayon, aabot yan ngayon ng 300,000 points. You will no longer receive 800 pesos. At this point in time, you will now receive 2,500 pesos. Again, deposited to your ATM. So every time there is 300 points, group points on the left, group points on the right, you always receive 2,500. What if dumami ng dumami yung gumagamit na sinabihan po? At ang point, it now reached 700,000 points. 700,000 points. Okay? And then your personal PB, pag ba naubos yung toothpaste, di ka na bibili ulit. Bibili ka pa. I believe, pagkatapos mo kumain, naghuhugas po kayo ng plato. May panghugas, may dish detergent tayo. Saka nakakita ng panghugas ng plato, panghugas mo rin ng gulay, ng prutas, para matanggal yung chemical na in-spray doon. Huwag mong kakainin yung ubas na galing sa market, lunukin mo na kaagad, hugasan mo naman. Ito po yung purpose nun, okay? Now, your personal PB now will reach 700. It should be 700,000 points, and if there is 700,000 on the left, 700,000 group PB on the right, you will receive 5,000 pesos. Hindi na po ito pa yung pinag-uusapan. Tigli 5,000 na. Dumami na naman ng dumami ngayon. Dumami. Naging 1.5 million points on the left, 1.5 million points on the right, then you will receive a commission of 12,000 pesos. It could happen quarterly, monthly, weekly, it could happen daily. Think of it. Kung daily may 12,000 ka, sa 2 araw lang may 24,000 ka. Sa 3 araw may 36,000 ka. And you do the math. Araw-araw. Okay. Dumami ng dumami yung mga bumibili. Umabot ng 6 million PB yung left, 6 million PB yung right, o yung person or yung group points. You will be receiving 36,000 commission. Pwede po ba mangyari ito? Pwede. Alam niyo bakit? Yung speaker natin, isa sa mga royal leaders. Sasabihin niya po, sana sabihin niya mamaya kung magkano yung natatanggap niya monthly. Okay. So pag dumami ng dumami yan, umabot ng 20 million group points, 20 million on the left, 20 million on the right, you will be receiving 52,000 pesos. At dumami ng dumami, meron kang nasabihin sa Cebu, may nasabihin ka sa Davao, may nasabihin ka sa Baguio, may nasabihin ka sa Australia, sa US, sa Canada, sa Japan, sa Taiwan, sa Singapore, sa Cambodia, and all Atomy countries na meron. Umabot ng 50 million yung left group PB, 50 million yung right PB. Now, you will receive 60,000 pesos. It could be weekly, it could be quarterly, it could be annually, and the best is, it could be daily. Ito na po yung sinasabi ni CEO kanina na ceiling. Kahit na umabot ng 60 million PB sa left, 60 million points sa right, ang bibigay lang ng company sa'yo, babayaran lang hanggang 50 million. You know why maraming kumpanya bumabagsak? Kasi bigay lang ng bigay yung ibang kumpanya hanggang na-achieve ng tao. But in Atomy, that's not the case. Meron po tayong ceiling. Bagamat 2016, nag-open ang Atomy sa Philippines at meron nang nauna, we will all see everyone at the top as long as you don't give up. Sabi ni Sir Ronald, kapag sumuko ka, ikaw ang talo. Lahat po ng business maganda. Ang tao lang ang sumusuko. Pag sumuko ka, hindi business ang pangit. Sumuko ka, ikaw huminto. But if you fail, you stand, you move again. You don't give up, we will see you at the top. Okay? Now, in the event, merong pumasok na 2.5 million points sa left. Okay? 2.5 million points, meron 2.5 million points sa group points on the right, 2.5 million points sa left, 2.5 million points sa right, and you have 700,000 personal PB. Kung mangyari ito ng 1 to 15 or 16 to 30 of the month, like for example, November, 16 up to 30, merong pumasok na 2.5 million points sa left, 2.5 million points sa right, dun sa 15 days, and then your personal PB is 700,000, you will now be called sales master. Napansin niyo po yung kanina yung mga pinapatayo. Naabot na po nila yung 2.5, meron sila 700,000 PB. Sales master sila. Ano po ang ibibigay ng company? Okay? Bibigyan sila ng commission na 20,000. One time, nasa mastership bonus na po tayo, and then general commission na another 20 or more or less, bibigyan ka ng company one time, 40,000. And then ano pa yung mga incentives? Okay? Ito po yung mga incentives. Bibigyan ka ng company na 1 box Hemohim, 1 box na skin care 6 system, or the fame na ngayon ito, and then isang evening care. Na kung may bibili niyan, magkataon na may naghanap at naibenta mo, lahat ng tatlong yan, roughly they cost 10,000. So idagdag mo yung doon sa mastership bonus mo, tinanggap mo yung 40, plus 10,000 yung mga product na yan, all in all, you receive 50. By just paying people, sharing how good the products are, at nag-member sila, at bumibili sila sa online, nagkakaroon, pumapasok yung points, you earn. Ayos po ba? Sino pong ayaw ng 40? Sino pong ayaw ng 50 by just using products? That yung mga products na yan, nandyan na sa bahay nyo. Meron po kayong mga panlinis ng plato, meron kayo. All you have to do is change your brand. Use Atomy products. Kasi po, matagal na kayong gumagamit ng toothpaste, may naaalala ba kayo dyan sa brand ninyo na nabigyan kayo ng komisyon nung dati yung ginagamit na toothpaste? Wala. Ba't di ka pa kung change ng brand? You've been using your product, your own brand for 20 years. 30 years mo nang ginagamit, ano na pala mo? Wala. Ito, 30 years mong gamitin. Tignan ko kung di mangyari sa iyo yan. Tapos sabihin mo sa mga tao, gamitin din nila. Okay. In the event na mayroong dalawang tao na mangyari yun, kunwari itong taong ito, pumasok yung 2.5 million points niya sa right, 2.5 million points niya sa left, itong taong ito naging sales master, at itong taong ito nagkaroon din ng 2.5 sa left, 2.5 sa right, naging din siyang sales master. In short, may dalawa sa left na sales master, at nagkataon na kung merong dalawang sales master sa right, this person now, kung yung personal PB niya ay magiging 1.5 million points, mapopromote siya sa Diamond Master. At ano po yung mangyayari kung popromote ka sa Diamond Master? Ito po yung tatanggapin ng mga incentives. You will be given 1 box of Hemohim, 1 box of the Fame, 1 evening care, and on top of all that, meron kang 1 laptop. Na pwede mo rin i-convert into cash. Magkano po yung laptop? Roughly 20,000. Tapos, binili yung mga product na 10,000. So, bumalik sa'yo yung 30. Yung mastership bonus naman po ng Diamond, hindi na siya 40. Roughly, more or less, 80,000. Pataas na ng pataas. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng dalawang Diamond Master sa left, Diamond Master sa right, mapopromote ka to Sharon Rose Master. And you will be given 2 travel tickets and a cash of 80,000 pesos. Tapos, dumami na ngayon ng dumami yung mga gumagamit sa baba, continuous pa rin yung 2.5. Now, there are 3 ways to earn. 1 is the mastership bonus. Number 2, yung 1 is the general commission. Yung pong 2.5, pag meron 300, that's the general commission. Number 2, one-time bonus. Ito po yung mga mastership. And then number 3, in the event na nagdidemand na yung maraming tao sa isang locality. Sabi nila, ba't di tayo magtayo ng center dito? Masyado nang marami yung gumagamit para hindi na tayo pumupunta ng kinukuha na yung product, para hindi na natin kunin yung product sa Angeles. Dito tayo sa Caribeles, masyado nang malayo yung Angeles, magtayo na tayo ng sarili natin center. Bibigyan ko sila ng 6% ng total points ng buong group. 6% of that will be given to them para merong pambayad sa operational cost ng center. Magtatayo sila ng center. That's the una, general commission. Number 2, mastership bonus. And then number 3 is the 6% center commission while using the product. Think about this. Sabi ni CEO kanina, papunta na po tayo sa online shopping. Marami na pong mga trabaho because of yung technology, pa-advance na ng pa-advance, marami pong trabaho ang mawawala. Pero, ang tao na may business, especially isang global, hindi po mawawala. Atomy will be staying here for another 100 years. Na kung meron kang isang online business na global, pwede bumili yung mga tao, hindi po mamamatay yan. Bakit? We are Atomy. You are member of the company. We are co-partners with the company. Ikaw ba, meron kang online shopping mall, pabayaan mo mamatay yung tindahan mo na global? Hindi. Lalo mo po siyang palalakasin because you are part of the company. You are co-owner. Ang kagandahan dito, co-partner ka, na wala ka naman binigay na kapital. Sa nakakita, kasosyo ka, pero wala kang binigay na kapital. Because ang registration is free. Sana makita ng iba to. They don't see it. So, magkaroon sana sila ng vision. I will end my piece with this. Think about this. There are 3 C's in life. Chances, choices, and changes. You must take a chance when opportunity knocks. Grabe. Take that chance. Nandito na ang online shopping mall. Magre-register ka for free. Make that choice today. Ang hirap sa tao, walang risk, free na nga lang, yung pagdidesisyon na nga lang, di pa magawa. You will only say, yes, I will do it. Pero pag sinabi mo, sige gamitin mo, bigyan mo kong 10,000 registration fee, ayoko, may registration. Free na nga eh. You only have to make a choice and change your life. Think about this, lahat po tayo tatanda. What will happen if that time comes na tumanda tayo, wala tayong source of income? Pero if you have this online business, global online business, it will change your life. Thank you very much and good evening.
I need this finished first thing in the morning.
Hoy, kaya ba today? Alis na ako ah.
Hello. I am Atomy's Miss Korea, new Imperial Master Hae Jung Lee. My life has changed after being promoted to an Imperial Master. I always thought my life was the same, but as I was preparing for today's lecture, I realized that my life had changed drastically. There is a before and after stage in my life. Before I became an Imperial Master, for about 10 years, the engine that motivated me was survival. However, after being promoted to an Imperial Master, it's no longer survival that drives me. My concern now is to coexist. I have reached the highest rank, and my commission will not increase. I'm also more free with my time. I thought I was done, but I could have never been so wrong. I had a bigger assignment to tackle, and that was to coexist, to survive together, to live well together, to share together. I should also have a good life for the remaining days of my life. Today, I want to talk with all of you about the things that I still have left to do. And I want to talk about the end result that I'm envisioning for my future dreams. The title for today's lecture is From Surviving to Coexisting. My goal from now on is not surviving, but coexisting. Then there should be people whom I want to coexist with, right? They are my partners. And if the sphere of my coexistence expanded, it could be all of members of Atomy. If Atomy keeps branching out to the whole world, then ultimately it will be the whole world. I believe the coexistence will be possible through Atomy. Let me introduce you to the first person I want to coexist with. She's very fair, right? She is 87 years old and she is the mother of one of my partners. Both of her daughters are doing Atomy business. And because of that, she went traveling recently. One day, she was with her elderly friends, and one of them said that she went to a place with lots of people, and there was a lady there who donated $1 million on stage. The Senior Citizen Center exploded. Some said, "Is she crazy?" "Wow, she's amazing." Some said, "It's possible because she is alone." So this lady came home and told her daughter about the story of the lady who donated $1 million, which was her prize money. Then the daughter responded, "Mom, she's my sponsor. Atomy is a business that makes such things possible." Do you know what her mother said? "Are you going to give it all away as well?" So the daughter responded, "Mom, I will give away the prize money if God says so." Then the mother asked, "When will you receive that prize money?" "I don't know, Mom. I'm trying my best." And the mother said, "By the time you receive that kind of money, I'll be buried in the ground." The daughter then concluded, "Mom, just be healthy. I will try my best to be successful like my sponsor during your lifetime. I will succeed so that you can witness it." I'm actually not standing here today to talk about my own story. I want to talk about our story. I'm standing here today in front of all of you to talk about our story of doing Atomy business. This is the son-in-law of the 87-year-old lady whose name is Young Sun Choi. Her daughter does Atomy, and this is her husband. He is in fact a member of the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra, which is the most prestigious orchestra in all of Korea. He is the lead chair for contrabass there. This man helps his wife's Atomy business very proactively. I call him Professor An. And he is the most down-to-earth person from all the professors I've met. He is as pure as a child, and he loves classical music. I was able to meet someone because of Professor An. This boy here was raised in an orphanage ran by nuns in Busan. Myung-hoon Jung, the conductor for Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra, and its members go to the disadvantaged students to do volunteer work. They go to such places and give free concerts and give one-on-one lessons to students who want to learn. This boy in the picture was introduced to music for the first time. He was captivated by the low tones of the contrabass. He also had the talent. What do people usually ask to such gifted students? Who is going to buy you the instrument? Who is going to pay for the lessons? The conductor, however, lent the boy the contrabass and gave him lessons. But no one knew that this boy would practice so hard. Later on, this boy would carry the contrabass on his back and travel to Seoul every week. The members of the Philharmonic Seoul Orchestra took care of this boy. Everyone thought that university would be his final goal. But one day he said he wanted to go to Germany to study more. Everyone was more worried than excited at this point. Professor An thought that he just had to send him to university, so he was in no condition to support the boy in Germany. He had already sent 2 of his daughters to the US for studies, and he had already tapped into his retirement fund. But he could not give up on the dream of the boy. So I somehow heard about the situation, and I told Professor An, I will support him. Yeah. This is the result. This is the boy. Because of his great talent, he received full scholarship from the school in Germany. But he still needed money for living expenses, so I'm supporting him for his daily expenses. As a result, he graduated at the top of his class. I'm not the one who is to be applauded. I want to point out that it was the husband of my Atomy partner who refused to snuff out the fire inside the boy. Why then does the wife of Professor An work so hard in Atomy business? This is a premium deluxe room of a hospice in Yongin. People who are placed here might pass away anytime soon. That could be a week or even a month. Most of them do not last a full year. This is one of the rooms of Sammul Hospice. Professor An goes every week to this hospice for volunteer work. So his wife, who was doing Atomy, realized one day, my husband's retirement is coming soon. In order for him to continue his volunteer work, someone needs to support him financially. So the wife told her husband, honey, don't worry about anything. I have picked up a tool called Atomy. Let me be your sponsor so that you can serve others with classical music without pay. I will support you so that you can do what you love. So don't worry. Do you know what happened to him? He drives his wife to the center every day now. He tells her, you can do it, honey. You said you'd be responsible after I retire, right? So that I can play classical music as much as I want? Though I'm bringing home the bread right now, I can give back to the society by contributing my talents. I can go anywhere. Now, his wife has become his faithful supporter. These are top-notch musicians in Korea. But they are participating in volunteer work. There are different forms of sharing. The culture of sharing is spreading like wildfire, even with Atomy at a faster rate than you think. Is the baby boomer generation the only one doing this? No, not at all. This is my partner's son. He is only 23 years old. In the military after high school, he thought hard about what he was going to do after the military. He pondered hard what he should do after being discharged. I actually asked him this morning, why are you doing Atomy? He said that his mother and his aunt was into Atomy business. He said that before he went into the military, the two ladies were not that classy. But after being discharged from the military, he saw how his mother and his aunt had completely changed. His mother had been promoted to a Star Master and joined the Leaders Club. He said that they had become different people. His words are actually quite funny. If a lady like my mother and aunt can do it, so can I. I don't think he knows the power of Korean ladies yet. The lady next to her is his partner. She is actually a lot older than him. He is already a diamond master and he is her sponsor. Do you know what is in her hands? They are Atomy flyers. What kind of network do you think a 23-year-old will have? But still, young people have time and passion. They can say, I'll do it. I'll do the driving. I'll carry the heavy boxes. It's about getting rejected together and receiving compliments together. It's about receiving insults together as well. He is doing a good job as a sponsor. Next, she is 32 years old. She went to Australia to get a barista license. She said in the beginning it was great. She tried to get a green card there, and she heard she could extend her visa easily if she worked at a tomato farm. But in reality, that was not the case. If 13 people worked on the farm, they had to split the profits for that day 13 ways, so she could not make much profit. She could not pay for her cost of living by picking tomato all day at the farm. She had to borrow money from other Koreans. She could not make money, but rather had to borrow money. She was worse off in Australia than when she was in Korea. When she was going through a difficult time, that's when her aunts told her about Atomy. She knew very well about her aunt's situation. She knew that they could not buy her a plane ticket. So she threw a joke at them. Will you buy me a plane ticket? But her aunts had in fact sent her a plane ticket. She asked again, will you pay off my debt? And they had in fact paid off her debt. Also, her aunts used to wear worn-out clothes before from the market. But her aunts were now wearing nice designer clothes. You know, fancy clothes that all the mannequins wear in the malls. So she started to ask, what's happening? So she looked into Atomy business, and now she is a Sharon Rose master. Here's another story. Here's a 27-year-old young man. There are a few famous universities in China. There's Tsinghua University in the north and Zhejiang University in the south. His father is the branch manager of a bank. He had sent him to study overseas in China. During his vacations, he attended Atomy seminars and started to wonder what he should do after his graduation. And he concluded that it would be good for him to do Atomy. So he became an Atomy member without his dad knowing. He is doing very well right now in Atomy. He chose Atomy even with a diploma from a prestigious university in China. He is looking ahead of the day when Atomy will be launched in China. He knows he will thrive when China opens up. He joins Atomy because of China's potential. While preparing for this lecture, I asked my partners. I told them to ask their children, which words are the biggest encouragements for those in their 20s and 30s? 1, you have our support. 2, don't worry. 3, you can do it. 4, you're doing a good job. 5, we trust you. What do you think was the highest response? Which one? That's right. It's number 2. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Mom and Dad are here for you. Why? They say you have to give up a lot of things these days in Korea. There are so many things to give up in our society. The baby boomer generation, including me, lived through a generation that experienced abundance and poverty. However, our children's generation are experiencing poverty within abundance. Some will spend their whole life just working part-time jobs. Do you know what these young adults want to hear from their parents? It's not, "We will support you." It's, "Don't worry." Next question. From which of the following do the parents get encouraged the most? 1. I'll stay home today. 2. I'll give you allowance. 3. Mom, Dad, I got promoted. 4. Thank you for giving birth to me. What do you think is the answer? It was number 2. I'll give you allowance. What do you think is the next highest response? Thank you for giving birth to me. What about baby boomers who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s? Which words do you think gives encouragement to the parents the most? It's number 1. Mom, Dad, you're the best. This shows that no matter how difficult one's life is, if their children acknowledge them, then the parents are encouraged. Here's another one. Which words do you think encouraged the baby boomers the most that came from their parents? 1. Son, daughter, you're the best. 2. You make living worthwhile. 3. Son, daughter, you are the most lovable person. 4. Giving birth to you was the best thing ever. What do you think was the highest? It was number 1. It was number 1. My daughter, you're the best. My son, you're the best. The reason why I tell you such things is because I try to say these things to my loved ones these days. He's an actor, right? He's known as the walking actor. In the book, the author explains in the early years of his career, he didn't get many job offers. So he just walked so that he would not get discouraged. He walked to comfort himself. This man walks 100,000 steps a day. He walks every day from his home to his job. When I read this, I thought to myself, I should try walking too. In the past, I've hurt my knees and legs before. I've broken my toe as well, so I asked my doctor, how long should I walk daily? And he said that I should walk no more than 30 minutes a day, so I walk every day for 30 minutes. All of you know who this is, right? He is the one responsible for founding the Atomic Research Center. He is one of the most influential people for the company of Atomy. I've actually never met him before, but my sponsors had an opportunity to meet their partners about a month ago. During the meal, my sponsor said that she had met Professor In-Soon Jong before. She also said that she asked him a question. Some of my partners become successful, but some quit in the middle. What is a reason for this? Professor, you've succeeded in many things in this life. What do you think is the main difference with those who succeed? And the professor said the single word that separated those who succeeded with those who were not successful. It was, nevertheless. Though I had not heard the professor speak directly, when I heard this, I felt like a bomb blew in my head. And I tried to apply this in my life every day. I actually knew the importance of his message before. Professor Jong said that his hobby is running marathons. He runs every day. He says that when the weather is good, everyone runs outside. When it rains, more than half of the runners are gone. When it snows, he is the only one out there running. I'm actually experiencing this to be true. When the weather is nice, there's a lot of people outside. But for me, even if it rains, I walk with an umbrella. It doesn't affect my walking at all. When it's raining, I'm the only one walking on the trail. I'm waiting for it to snow these days. I think to myself, it's only raining and there's no one walking. I wonder if there will be anyone else walking if it's snowing outside. I knew exactly what Professor Jung was talking about because I was already experiencing that in my life. I knew the importance of nevertheless. When the weather is good outside, or whether I'm the only one walking outside, whether it's thundering outside, or whether it's snowing, the important thing for those who are successful is nevertheless. I don't want to talk about money to all of you. I was someone that didn't have to worry about surviving anymore. I thought I didn't have anything left to do. But that wasn't the case. My partners are still struggling every day to survive. A week ago, I was interviewed at the headquarters. The interviewer was from the Next Economy. Do you know what the last question that was thrown at me? Is there any story you want to share with Atomy members? I said, yes, there is something that I hope for Atomy members. It's very simple. What is it? I said, it is for all of us to live well. I hope all of us will live well together. The interviewer asked me again, what do you mean to live well? Is it donating a big amount of money like you? No. For me, to live well is when the husband can protect his wife. It is when he can protect his family and not get divorced. It is preventing the children from suffering, protecting them from the perils of poverty. I believe that is what means to live well. The wife looks after her husband, and the husband looks after his wife. The parents take care of their children, and the children should not send off their parents to a nursing home. This is my definition of to live well. I hope all of Atomy members could live such a life. If so, Korea as a nation will prosper as well. All of you want to live such lives too, right? Then all of you should read this one more time. Shall we read it together? During difficult times, nevertheless. During harsh criticisms, nevertheless. When they point fingers at you, nevertheless. All of you are sitting here today, nevertheless. Why then should we carry on, nevertheless? It is because we have people we must protect. Let me show you who they are. It's our children. These are the children of my partner. Do you know what her child wrote here? Let's get that Star Master rank. The sponsor is going on a trip with her parents. The mother were promoted to Sharon Rose Masters, and on their promotional trip, they took a photo at the airport. Here's the son of one of my partners. You know what that is, right? It's a hairstyler. What does this picture represent? He is our future consumer. The children are able to dream together with their parents. It is not only those who are in their 20s and 30s that's important. These children will be the main players in 20 or 30 years. They are the children of our partners. They will be our future consumers, and they will one day lead Atomy. One of the children here is adopted. The member's husband is a school teacher. I didn't know, but they already had 2 children. I asked, how did you decide to do such an amazing thing? And she said that she had always talked with her husband. Honey, though we do not have the capacity to change the world or do something amazing, we can do one good thing in this world by adopting a child as our own. She said that was why they decided to adopt a child. The child is growing well by the love of the family. And they went on a promotional trip to Da Nang. She's so pretty, right? What is that in her hand? It's Atomy's chewable omega-3. They want to have fair skin. They are our future consumers. And they will be the ones that will lead Atomy's bright future. They are growing every day. You see this little baby? She has grown a lot. You see she has food all over her face. This is what she looks like today. Do you understand why we must carry on nevertheless? In order to protect these children from losing their smiles, us adults must all live well. That's the only way we'll be able to protect the smiles of our children. I believe we will have lived a good life only when our children and grandchildren can smile like this. In Atomy, your understanding of family will change. In the past, you just had to live well. You might have thought, I must survive. But you won't be happy if you only survive by yourself. Those around you must survive as well. The sales master beside you must live well, and the diamond master beside you must live well also. The Sharon Rose master beside you must also have a good life. Only when they get promoted to be a royal master and enjoy freedom from money and time will they live good lives. As I told you before, I will keep on walking. For what? For our coexistence. In order to coexist with the members of Atomy, I will keep on walking with these children on my back, with the 87-year-old lady on my back as well. As I walk, there will be thunder. Someone will throw a rock at me. I might not have done anything wrong, but I might be blamed for some mistake. One thing that I'm sure of is that though the journey might be difficult, at the finish line, I will have become a better Hae-jun Lee than when I first started this journey. And the world when I will be at the finish line will be a more beautiful place than when it was in the beginning. The stories that I told you today are not my own stories. A partner of mine is fluent in English, and she said that if you flip me, you get we. Before I was promoted to an imperial master, I just focused on me. It was all about me. But what about now? It's all about we. It was all about surviving before. But today, it's all about coexisting. Thank you very much.